Louis Capaldi makes tons of people cry.
Has anyone else watched Louis Capaldi's new music video? It's ruined my day. I can't stop thinking about the dog.
If you want to be okay ever again, so go watch Louis Capaldi's new song.
There's no possible way it could be anywhere nearly as bad as these videos are making it out to be. What? You, Louis Capaldi.
But when he doesn't reduce us to tears, Louis Capaldi might just be the most funny celebrity there is. And that makes him sexy.
He's a real nice guy. I like him a lot. He's real funny.
You got pregnant for funny? Dina, if he's funny, laugh!
Yes, it's a cliche, but it's still true. That doesn't mean that every clown is hot or that I jump everyone who cracks a joke, but it definitely helps. And Louis Capaldi is the best example. And that just sounded like an insult.
What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
What I mean is, Louis Capaldi doesn't look perfect, but the most handsome man in the world could throw himself at my feet. If he is as funny as warm milk, I'm not really interested. At least not for long. I'm not gonna lie, looks do matter, but so does humor. And that is why I think Chris Evans, for example, isn't as attractive.
What the shit?
Even though he is literally the sexiest man alive. And yes, he looks great and he seems to be a nice guy, but he's not funny. He even said so himself.
I'm not funny. I'm not a funny person. I'm not.
Louis Capaldi, on the other hand, is bloody hysterical. In his interviews...
Didn't the tour sell out before your debut album came out?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Just raw sex appeal. You describe yourself as a Scottish Beyoncé.
Yeah.
That says it all.
What a genius idea, me and my pants. Let's not be foolish here. We know what sells in this business, and that's sex.
Or on Instagram.
Yeah.
My album on Apple Music, baby. Nice.
He makes mostly fun of himself and of his success. But this also could be some kind of protection. In his Netflix documentary, it's obvious that he's not always just this funny guy, but also a man with a lot of doubts and anxiety.
Number one in America.
Is it all worth it? Making you feel like this?
That is devastating because he's not a joke. He's funny. Big difference. Plus, he sings like an angel, he has a very charming Scottish accent, and he sells big sexy pizza. Unlike other celebrities who sell candles that smell like their hoo-ha, or of course alcohol. By the way, Ryan Reynolds is a bit of a unicorn. He is handsome, but known for being funny, which is almost unfair. But while his pretty face surely has helped his career, it's his humor that made him a star. And that's kind of interesting because pretty people aren't often seen as being funny. Maybe because they didn't have to be to get attention, or we just didn't care because they're pretty, especially if they are women. There was even once a time where women weren't supposed to be funny because it wasn't ladylike. And there was also a time where it was almost a headline if a female comedian was pretty. Of course, women can be funny no matter how they look, but their looks often outshines it.
I'm just a bad girl.
Hi, I'm from Norway. Where are you from? I was wondering maybe you want to go home to my place so we can do the good thing.
And I'm gonna take a wild guess and say most men don't see a woman as sexy explicitly because she's funny. That doesn't mean that no man cares, just like it doesn't mean that every woman does. But in general, it's not that important. Take Jennifer Aniston, for example. She is funny. She was funny in Friends. She was funny in her movies. But it's not the first thing that comes to mind when we think of her. It's her looks.
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck fantastic?
Even more so with Kate Beckinsale. She and her cat Clive, by the way, are hysterical on Instagram, but it's never a headline. She never even played a funny role as far as I know. She is known for her looks and for her dating life. And Kate Beckinsale dates funny men. Her ex-husband is Michael Sheen and her ex-boyfriend is Pete Davidson. Another man millions of people wonder how he picks up all these beautiful women, even though the answer isn't that hard.
Guys are like, wow, what's that guy got? And I'm like, I mean, he seems super charming. He's vulnerable. He's lovely.
Great.
His fingernail polish is awesome. Like, he looks good.
And maybe it could possibly be that he is damn funny, because I think women feel comfortable with a man that makes them laugh. It's not threatening but likable, and from there it's sometimes not a huge leap to more positive feelings. And that is why I think funny is sexy.
Sorry?
If you have the same kind of humor.